There are concepts, there are one-offs, but to be honest, at the 2012 Geneva Motor Show, this is the most exciting car. It's the new Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. Perhaps the key thing about this car is that it's lighter than the 599 by 70 kilos. It also, when you look at it, it's much more compact than the 599. It's almost like the styling has skipped a generation from sort of 575 onto sort of this. It's like a modern version of that, rather than an evolution of the 599. I think it looks brilliant for it. One of the really interesting things about this is the bonnet of the car. It now acts like a front wing, and you can see with the bonnet up how it channels the air through here, and then it goes down and it'll come out and pass the air down the side of the car. What they're claiming is that this actually creates up to 123 kilos of downforce at 200 kilometers an hour, which is 124 miles an hour, twice as much as the 599. Around the back of the car, it's arguably even easier to see how all the aerodynamics are coming into play. One thing I'm not entirely sure about design-wise is this. It's the rear fog light. It's obviously inspired by the F1 cars, but I think it's very good. I've literally just jumped into the F12 Berlinetta. This is the first time I've sat in the car. We've got this amazing sort of beam down here with the various buttons on. The nice thing is that it actually feels like a much smaller car. The 599 felt enormous. This feels much more wieldy instantly. You've still got a very big wheel here and obviously the large paddles, but somehow I think this scuttle here feels lower, feels much more compact behind, and the door frame seems to be much closer to my shoulders. So yeah, it feels really wieldy, and that's got to be a good thing. Now it says here F12 grey. In fact, there are two new colours. You've already seen the red one, that's Rosso Berlinetta, and we're sitting in a colour that's called aluminium, and it does look very much like brushed aluminium. To be honest, it's my favourite of the two. I think it looks absolutely amazing. It's so tempting just to turn this key. If I did, got the new V12 up front, putting out 740 brake horsepower, which is the most powerful V12 they've ever done. It'll do 0 to 200 kilometers an hour, so that's 124 miles an hour. Same thing I was talking about with the aerodynamics on the bonnet. 8.5 seconds. So that is just, it's a mind-blowing figure, I think. The other nice thing is that sitting in here, I can see a video up there that they've done. Now, they've got the car oversteering all over the place. That has to be a good thing.